Guys, welcome back to my channel. I have so many empties to go through with y'all, and I do this every single time. I think that I'm ready to film an empties video, and then I'm like, no, but I have like this that I'm about to finish. And once I finish that, then I'll do an empties video, and then I finish that. And I'm like, oh, but I'm about to finish this. And then it ends up being like 5 months before I film an empties video. And that's where we're at today. So I'm not going to go in any particular order. There's going to be some repeats of stuff that I have in every empties video, but I also have a lot of new stuff that I don't think I have talked about yet. So let's go ahead and jump in. I have a lot of body products that I have gone through, 3 of which are from Bay Harbor Beauty, which has become one of my very favorite kind of like bath and body retailers. It's actually an Etsy shop, and I particularly love their body butter and their jojoba bead and honey foaming scrub. So I have 2 body butters and 1 of the scrubs. Island Coconut is my favorite scent. I think I'm going to try the Citrus Mimosa next. And then there's like a baby powder one, I think, that I want to try. She's got a lot of great scents. But the foaming scrub is the Island Coconut, and then I have Island Coconut and Vanilla Sugar and the body butter, which are both excellent. I love the price point of these. I love the feel of these. They're not too sticky. They're not too heavy. And I just like supporting small businesses, because if there was ever a time to do it, it's now. And the owner, Julie, is just so sweet. So I love their products. And then this is the Josie Maron Whipped Argan Oil Body Butter. I have not bought one of these since I started using Bay Harbor Beauty, which if y'all have watched me for any amount of time, you know that's kind of a big deal, because I only used this. This one is in Vanilla Pear, which I love the scent of that, and I love it. And I'm not saying I'm never going to use it again, but I'm currently using a couple of other body butters that I had in my stash, and then when I'm done with that, I'm probably just going to repurchase the Bay Harbor Beauty. There's no rhyme or reason to this order, y'all. There's going to be makeup, there's going to be skincare, then there's probably going to be makeup again. It's just, it is what it is. I finished up both of my Beauty Counter Time moisturizers. This one is the Supreme Cream, and you can see, I mean, I finished it up. Love this as a night cream, and this is the Antioxidant Soft Cream, which I love during the day. I have a couple of other moisturizers that I need to finish up in my stash, but these will be on my repurchase list because they are just my favorite. Another moisturizer I finished up was the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, another one of my favorite basic moisturizers. If you just need something that is a moisturizer, has no added actives or benefits, or I don't want to say benefits, but you know what I mean. It doesn't have anything else in it but moisturizing factors and ingredients. This is great. They also have the Moisture Facial Cream, I think it's called, which is a little bit lighter weight, but this is not so heavy that I can't even wear it during the day. So a good all-around basic, and it's always going to be on my radar when it comes to moisturizers. Something that's always in my empties is the Sephora Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover. I've tried other ones, don't love them as much as this. Always go back to that. Another thing that's always in my empties is the Revision Soothing Facial Rinse. Tried other ones, always go back to this. This I use as my toning step. If I am not using like an acid toner, which I only do a couple of times a week, I will use this one. Very moisturizing. Absolutely love it. Again, tried other ones, always go back to this. I went through a couple of mists. This is the Glow Skin Beauty Hydration Mist, which I like the mist in this. I do not like the delivery. I'm not the biggest fan of the pump. I feel like it's very harsh. It's not like a fine mist. It's not even kind of a medium mist. So what I did with this was I depotted it into another just generic Amazon mister bottle and used it that way. But other than that, I do love the product. And then the Jordan Samuel Hydrate the Mist, which is something that I have used continuously on and off. That's kind of an oxymoron, continuously on and off. It's something that has been in my routine on and off for a very long time. If you have issues flaking from specifically retinol or retin-A products, this has been the mist that I have found helps me the most with that. There's just something in it that really helps with that. So love that one. I'm currently using like 4 other ones that I've either had sent to me or gotten like a subscription box or I had in my stash anyways. So I'm sure a few more will be in my next empties. A couple of dry shampoos that I finished up. The first is from Batiste, and I never, ever, ever by the time I finish up a dry shampoo can find the top to it. I just always lose my tops. But this is just the Clean and Classic Original from Batiste. I do like this one. If I'm going to use this one, I will always use it at night. And most of the time I use my dry shampoos at night anyways, because it gives it time to kind of like soak into the hair. And if it leaves any kind of white residue, it will be gone by the morning time. And this one did have a pretty strong white residue, so that's why I always made sure to use this at night. But by the time I woke up, it was gone. And I always love Batiste. It's the best, I feel like, drugstore dry shampoo out there. And then the other one that I went through was the Detox Dry Shampoo from Drybar, which I also really liked. And I don't really like a ton of dry shampoos. I try a ton of them, but there's only a few that I feel like actually work. And this is in the Coconut Colada scent, which is like right up my alley. A couple of cleansing oils that I went through. I feel like I always have a matte cleanse off oil in my empties because this is still my favorite cleansing oil that I have ever tried. I don't really use balms that much. They tend to break me out more than an oil does. And I love this one. It's lightweight. It's not sticky. It doesn't leave a film on your face. It's just been a go-to for years. Now, I was sent this one in a subscription box from Detox Market, and it's the One Love Organics Facial Cleanser. This is not the facial oil. I haven't finished the cleansing oil yet. This is actually the facial cleanser, AHA and BHA gel cleanser. And I really like this one. It smelled amazing, and it was a nice cleanser. I have no idea how much these are because, again, it was sent to me in a subscription box. I don't envision myself like repurchasing it anytime soon. Not because I didn't like it, but because I typically have the cleansers that I use and like and repurchase all the time. But I'm not saying I would never do it because it was a nice cleanser. And again, the smell was so nice. 9 serums and oils since the last time I had an Empties. That is a lot of serums and oils. I don't know that I've ever had that many in an Empties video, but I have just been chugging through them apparently. This is the SkinMedica Vitamin C and E Complex, one of my favorite vitamin C serums. I'm currently using the Truth Treatment, but this is always one that I go back and forth to. This is actually an L-ascorbic acid. I think it might actually have tetrahexyl in it as well. I would have to check on that, but it's just like an oldie but goodie vitamin C serum. This is the NeoCutis Bio Serum Firm, and it is their growth factor and peptide treatment serum. This is the second bottle that I've gone through. I'm currently almost done with my 3rd bottle, and instead of repurchasing that, I actually got the new TNS serum from SkinMedica, the growth factor serum, to kind of compare the two, but I do really, really, really like this. They are both very, 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 very expensive. So I will let you know which one I like better once I get done with the TNS if you are in the market for a growth factor serum. So again, that was the NeoCutis Bio Serum Firm. Another one that I think is in all of my videos is the Definage 8-in-1 Bio Serum. This is one of my favorite anti-aging firming serums, and I believe I just started my 4th bottle. So again, it's not cheap, but I find that it's one of the highest acting as far as physically being able to see the changes on your skin serum. So it will, as long as I am able, be in my routine. I finished up a Curology Retin A, and I'm going to be doing a video on this Retin A very soon. So I will talk more about it then, but I have been using, this is the 2nd bottle of the Curology, and I just upped my prescription of the Retin A on the 3rd bottle that I'm using. Love this Retin A, love the service, and I will be talking about that again in a video coming up soon because I know people have been messaging me quite a few questions lately about Retin A. This is the Restore C Repairing Neck and Decolletage Treatment with Vibrancy Complex. I bought this after listening to a podcast with the owner of Restore C on the Beauty Formula podcast, which is one of my favorites. It's actually the podcast from Courtney from Harbin House. And I was so fascinated with her story and how she started this line and everything that I was like, I have to try something. And honestly, I just had no need for anything other than a neck treatment. I was like, I just need to finish up some of this stuff before I get anything else. So I got the neck treatment and I finished that up. It lasted me like 2.5 months and I used 4 pumps a day, which I feel like that's really good because 4 pumps a day is a lot. I use 2 pumps in the morning, 2 pumps at night. I didn't see any visible improvement on my neck, but here's the thing. I think what I am most concerned about is something that a cream or a serum or a treatment isn't really going to make go away, and it's just the extreme like tech necklines, basically, from leaning down, or it's how I sleep, and it's just, I mean, they're there, and I don't think any of this, they're not wrinkles, they're lines, they're etched. Okay, so a lot of times how I see if I like a neck treatment is when I stop using it, if I feel like my neck gets worse. Now, I did purchase the Elastin neck cream, which I'm going to try next. This was not bad, but I didn't see any total overall crazy improvement. The Sente Dermal Contour Pressed Serum. This is their kind of anti-aging hero serum within the Sente line. This also lasted me forever, and I use this in conjunction with my Retin-A at night, and that's the only 2 serums that I use anymore. My night routine is so small compared to what it used to be. I liked this a lot. I purchased the Elastin kind of anti-aging serum to try next. So I'm not going to repurchase this right now, but it will be on my kind of repurchase list for a while because it was very nice. And then a couple of oils that I went through. My all-time favorite beauty oil, period, hands down. Beauty Counter number 3, Balancing Oil. Love this so much. I think this is the 3rd one that I have gone through, which says a lot because oils are not the fastest going product. I mean, they take a while to get through. So that I've gone through 3 of these says a lot about how much I love it. And also the Leilani Evening Replenishing Elixir. It still has a tiny bit left, but I'd had this one for over a year, and I actually received another one in my Beauty Heroes subscription box, so I went ahead and put this in my empties, but I love this so much. So much. A couple of other Sente products. These were like gifts with purchase or, you know, sample sizes that I got from Harbin House. The Ultralight Defense Moisturizer, which I believe I talked about in my favorite moisturizer video. I really enjoy this. And the Dermal Repair Cream, which is also really nice. Sente is a very good skincare brand. I don't think you can go wrong no matter what you try from them. And I definitely enjoyed these 2. They will be on my radar for months to come. I did finish up a Truth Treatments Transdermal C Serum. This is the baby size, and this will last me about 2 months because I use 2 drops a day, and it is my favorite vitamin C serum of all time. I can say that with 100% honesty. And there are, I know that like Angie from Hot and Flashy did a video on this recently and said that it's just not near as effective and she doesn't think it's worth the price. And I get that it's expensive, but I also think that putting a blanket statement out there is a little difficult for skincare because we all react differently. And I know personally that my skin reacts amazingly to tetrahexadecoxysorbate. And I know a lot of other people's do too, just reading through the comments. So don't just think this isn't going to be effective because it is, it can be, and it will be for a lot of people. So I love that it comes in this smaller bottle so that you don't have to spend the full $200 on the full size, even though that one lasts me almost a year. Like I think the last 2 that I went through lasted me right at like 11 to 11 and a half months. So, I mean, when you kind of span that out, it's not that bad. But $49 also when you can use, I have a coupon code for a couple of different retailers that you can get 20% off with. It's definitely worth trying if you've ever been curious. A cleanser that I went through, this is from Ronavat Botanics, and it came in a subscription box, is the Luminous Ceremony Cream Cleanser. And it is the most divine smelling cleanser I think I have ever used. It's almost warming on the skin, and it was very good. Ronabot makes a, oh, what, it's one of the massage tools. It's got a name, and I can't remember what it was. And it's been on my curiosity list for quite some time, so I may have to just bite the bullet and try that out. But I really enjoyed this cleanser, and it's from, I believe I got it from Detox Market in the Detox box. So if you are searching for like an experience within a cleanser, like almost warming, really sensual scent, and you want it to be like a clean product, then you can check that out for sure. 2 sunscreens that I went through, obviously, Ulta MD, SPF, UV Elements, 44. I almost said 34. Holy cow, this is only my 30th bottle. You'd think I know. 44 SPF. And then this one is the kind of gift with purchase I got from Alastin, the Hydratint Pro Mineral Broad Spectrum SPF 36. This was in my last favorites video, and for good reason. I love this one under makeup. This one is also great under makeup. If you are not wearing makeup that day and you want to kind of look like you are, this is the one you're going to want to go to. It gives a little bit more coverage than this one. I mean, this one's still my favorite. I did, however, purchase the full size of this. I think the rest is makeup, and it's not the most exciting, so I'll kind of go through it quick. This one is kind of exciting because I went through it. That shows how much I love it. The Glow Skin Beauty Tinted Primer SPF 30. I've talked a lot about this recently. I'm in the shade medium. I had already had a backup, which is out and being used currently. Love this product so much. I went through quite a few brow products, as I tend to do. They go quickly in my house. This is the Soft Brown by Anastasia, the Hazelnut from Morphe, the Ash Blonde from Jane Iredale, and the Light from Catrice. So Catrice is one of the ones that I absolutely love their brow pencil, but I absolutely abhor how fast it goes. And when I say fast, I can go through this in a week. A week, y'all. I mean, I know I have to draw on my brows, but that is insane. So unless it's like a super, super good deal, I just won't buy these anymore, despite how much I love them, because that's just ridiculous. A week. I love the other 3. I'm currently using like a CoverGirl. I have quite a few in backup, but of all of these, I would probably repurchase the Jane Iredale first because I just really enjoyed that one. Look at how many mascaras I went through. Holy cow. Okay. I didn't go through this one because I didn't love it. The Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift, it was not my favorite. So this is definitely not empty. It was just throwaway, and I thought I'd talk about it anyways. The MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash is my go-to for bottom lashes. Use it every single day I do makeup, and I always have a backup. So I just opened up this backup, the new one, last week. Countless tubes of that I have gone through. The Jane Iredale Lash Conditioner, countless tubes I have gone through. My favorite primer for mascara. And then these 2 are in my top favorite mascaras of all time. This is the Fit Glow Beauty Vegan Good Lash Mascara. Great Lash. I think it's Good Lash. I'll link it down below. And the Ilia Limitless Lash, I believe. Limitless Lash Mascara. Both of these are such favorites of mine, and they will always be in my rotation. I have a whole drawer full of mascaras that I need to get through, but I'll repurchase one, if not both of these, before I even get through those because I love them so much. And then this is the Smashbox Superfan Fanned Out Mascara. This is like a deluxe sample, but I remember when I started using this deluxe sample, I loved it so much that I bought the full size, and I'm currently using that as well. This is kind of like a topper mascara for me. If I feel like I need a little bit more oomph, depending on what mascara I used first, I will put this on over the top of it, and it gives me that oomph. I really enjoy that mascara, the Smashbox one. Okay, only 2 more things. My Pixie Liner, y'all, that I use in my waterline, my favorite. I mean, I use that till I absolutely could not hold it anymore. And then this is from MAC, and it is Creme De Nude. It is one of my favorite lipsticks. This is the one that stays in my purse that I put on without a mirror. It's nude. I don't even know if you can see it, but that's the kind of lipsticks that I love. Cream Sheen, which is my favorite finish of MAC lipsticks because they aren't too glossy, but they're definitely not matte, and they do leave a nice little sheen. And this honestly lasts forever on my lips. So finished up that, and that is the end of my empties. Thank y'all for sticking with me this entire time because it was a hefty empties video. I will not be able to link all of these down below because YouTube only lets me link a certain amount of characters in the description box, but I will put what I think are my favorites of the bunch down in the description box and link them for y'all, as well as everything I'm wearing on my face today. So thank y'all so much for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy and sane, and most of all that you go out and have a very blessed day.